Well, that's a great start. Wrong intro again. People keep messing about with my bloody studio. Welcome to Terrace Talk. You're in the right place. The home of the insanity. This football club is just tearing us apart at the minute. I've got Tom with us. Tom, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Are you all right? You okay?
Not really level.
Pete, as I said
Pete,
before,
you all right?
in the Fiorentina shirt. That's a class shirt.
It's just funny now, isn't it? I'm not even angry anymore. I just find it funny.
It's got to a stage of you can't be angry anymore. You just have to look and think, what a shit show. And we've got idiots saying there's no point in changing the manager, even if we go down to League Two. I mean, I don't know if they're employed by the club. Rob Staten, he's loving it because he's a Wednesday fan. So anything that cripples this football club, all the better for him. It's just disappointing, isn't it, really? Another defeat at Bradford. The same old excuses in that after-match interview. I just don't know where we go from here. There is a positive. I've just been on another podcast, and Plymouth's top striker is out injured. It's a positive, guys.
Yeah, it is a positive, to be fair.
But he says him that's coming off the bench is really good anyway, so I don't know. Just thought I'd give you a little bit of positivity.
Lee, I think that honestly, you've changed my mind from us losing 4-0 to maybe 3-0 now. So, listen, we're in an absolute sad state of affairs as things stand, and I can't even put into words my disappointment this season. I genuinely can't. And what scares me more than anything, right? It's not Matt Hamshaw, right? Because he's clearly out of his depth. It's not the players, because they're clearly getting no direction. It's the people, the decision makers that are apps. I can't. Do they clock off at 5 o'clock every day and go, oh, well, that's another day done. Off to bed, we'll watch a Netflix or go down the pub, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow. Because, look at that. We're 23rd. What do you call it?
5 points from safety as well now.
5 points from safety with a worse goal difference. Yep. So it's essentially 6 points. Port fail. We'll call them Port fail tonight, right? They're on 26 with a game in hand.
And the only reason that Burton is 17th and Doncaster 18th is because we lost to both of them.
I know. It's just absolutely.
Doncaster only lost.
Like Burton and Donny have dined out on this week, and I don't blame them. They've made clips. They've made clips.
Yeah, they've been clipping me up all thing, but I don't really care. They're still a caravan club with very little history.
Yeah.
Kaylee Wilson says we might get Darren Moore. I want him. And do you want Darren Moore? So I'll start with you, Pete. Would you take Darren Moore?
I'll take Roger Moore. I'll take Roger Moore over Hamshaw. Honestly, anybody. I'd take Darren 100%. True promotions, likable character. Yeah, I'd have him. No question.
Yeah. Tom, what about you?
Well, I went on Football Heaven tonight, and I posed the question to Football Heaven. I said, look, listen, the fans need a shot on the arm, the players need a shot on the arm, kick up the arse, right? Why not approach Darren Moore. I never say approach Darren Moore. I've heard rumours about Darren Moore, and give him like we did with Warnock till the end of the season. Darren, this is your aim here, pal. Start making us play a little bit better, right? Having some shots on in target, right, and try and save this club from going to League Two. And sadly, I got shot down by said presenter on Football Heaven. Look, he's better than Matt Hamshaw. Pete just said a couple of promotions under his belt. I mean, he presided over a Sheffield Wednesday side. And yes, it's Sheffield Wednesday. Yes, he's an ex-Sheffield Wednesday manager. But did they not have? Was it not like the three teams had like record points totals at the end? And yes, he had an absolute horror show against Peterborough in the first leg, but ultimately he brought it back. So yes, my answer to that question is, and I like Darren Moore. I think Darren Moore's a great guy. I would take Darren Moore because the bar is really low. So this is how low the bar is. I'm the Wednesday manager.
I get what you're saying. He is better than Matt Hamshaw. It is an upgrade on Matt Hamshaw. It wouldn't be my choice purely because of the last job he did at Port Vale. I mean, they're the only team that are lower than us. So for me, I don't know whether it's jumping out of the fact. We will improve under him slightly. He is a better manager. Don't get it twisted. But would he be the one I went for to guarantee we stay up?
No,
not for me, because
I totally
he's done it. Let's be honest, he's done it. The only reason he's out of work is because he's done a terrible job at Port Vale.
I agree with that, Lee. But did they not lose that? Is it Talaj, that striker?
Yeah, but they've still brought decent players in. I mean, Cam Humphries is there. I mean, they've just got Sharif, I think, as well. They've got some decent enough players. I mean, he got them promoted from League Two. So the other flip side is, if we are heading to League Two, at least he's got a promotion out of League Two. So that's another plus for him, I guess. The fact that he's kind of managed Sheffield Wednesday again for me is a big red flag.
Yeah, that's
I don't want anybody associated with that football.
I think we need a big character, like a Robbie Savage, Ian Holloway, somebody like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we need a character, not this whatever we've got now. I don't know what it is. Don't say it, does it?
No. John Fellows says, "Good evening, gents. Good evening, John. Welcome to the show." Alan Cox says, "I would get Frex and Watto in." Kevin Watson, yeah. He was a great footballer, and he's a good pundit as well. He does know his football, and he has got the coaching badges to do it as well. But again, I think we need somebody tried and tested. I don't think we can. We've tried the rookie manager with Matt Hamshaw. It's really not worked out. But the club, I mean, I don't know what the attendance is going to be. I know Plymouth have sold a lot of tickets, so I guess there will be a decent attendance. Rotherham Gaming says no to Darren Moore. Darren Moore is the bookies' favourite. Absolutely not, from Tom Swift. I don't think he wants him. I think for the same reasons. I think the job he did at Port Vale this season, I don't think he could be rewarded with our job for doing what he's done at Port Vale for me. But I think we're that desperate to get rid of Hamshaw, like we said, I'd probably take Roger and Debbie Moore together as a dream team. Yes. You know what I mean? They spent a fortune on that Wednesday side, had Vokes and Smith in it. Yeah, that's when they outdid us for the wages for Smith, and had Icky as well. Darren Moore, Red Army. He will get Dawson and James playing. So Kaylee Wilson, I think he or she is definitely up for the Darren Moore project. So Kaylee, why do you want him? Is what I would say. I mean, I get he did well at Sheffield Wednesday. Got Port Vale promoted, but obviously this season has been very poor for Darren Moore. So what do you see in him? He does speak well, though, when I have heard him speaking about football. So maybe not. But I don't think Hamshaw's going to get sacked. So I don't. It's like when we're saying the insanity of keep doing the same thing. It feels like we keep doing these podcasts talking about who will replace Matt Hamshaw with, and they ain't going to replace him. The club has been a nothing short of an embarrassment to its own fans. They've given us no communication. And I think the reason for it, we've got no plans to sack him. I know people are saying that we've spoken to Darren Moore, we've spoken to Neil Warnock, and we're speaking to people. I mean, I hope that is true. But that doesn't sound like the Rotherham United I've known before, is where we're already talking to managers. It kind of thinks it'd sack him, we'd spend 2 weeks to find a replacement, and you'd get Tongi and Woody in charge for 2 weeks while we find a replacement. That's what usually happens. So if it does happen differently, I would say fair play, but it still happened way too late. It should have happened before he allowed them 2 games against Burton and Doncaster. That's when he should have gone. I think now, personally, I think it's too late. I think we're getting relegated. Unfortunately, it pains me to say it. I never, ever, and people talked about rebuild, but I think rebuild people thought would finish around mid-table. Nobody envisioned it been this low down. And this squad of players that we have got is way better than where we're currently sat, as you can see the league table there. And more comments coming in. Janix, Darren Moore used to manage Doncaster and Sheffield Wednesday, so he's racking up the South Yorkshire clubs like infinity stones. Yeah, he is. Well, he's manager. Was he Huddersfield as well, Darren Moore? Is that me?
Yeah, I think he was, wasn't he? Yeah. He replaced Warnock, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Warnock.
He didn't last very long there either. He wasn't successful.
It's a hard act to follow, though, to be fair. It's a hard act to follow.
As we called Darren Moore, he wedded a 3-5-2. So his system is a sort of 3-5-2. So for me, he is a negative manager as well. For me, I don't want a negative manager. I want somebody that's got that get up and go, and we go at him. The Rotherham DNA that we talk about that we haven't got under Matt Hamshaw, maybe some of that. Billy Almond, Matt Hamshaw's post-match reaction after the Bradford game sounded like he's not one bit afraid of losing his job. He didn't look worried at all. No, I think he's been told in that meeting, I think they've said to him, you're here till the end of the season, lad. So keep us up.
What did Phil Smith say? If it's League Two, it's League Two, didn't he?
Yeah. So I
there you
think
go.
He's mates with all of them anyway, so I don't think they're going to get rid of him, unfortunately. No. I'm sorry to say it. Kayla, he's a very good manager and promotion under his belt, and we could get a promotion next season in League Two, a very good manager. So Kayla thinks we're already down, so we're already, and she said he's a good manager for League Two, which you can't disagree with that, to be fair. He is a good manager for League Two if that's where we're going to be. But I was hoping we'd get someone in that comes and saves us. But have people given up? Roma, hey up lads, I'm late to the party, so Darren Ferguson, not Darren Moore for me. Well, Darren Ferguson is favourite to get the Northampton job.
Wow. Is he?
Yeah. Apparently.
I think he's got 5 promotions, him and all, hasn't he?
Yeah, I would actually take Ferguson.
Has what's his face? The ex-Newcastle player been sacked at Northampton, has he? Or
he ain't gone yet. He ain't
Yeah.
gone, but obviously their fans have turned on him as well, Nolan, after the game.
No, with Kevin Nolan, that's it.
Yeah, they were singing "Sacked" in the morning.
I like Burton Albion manager, me. I'd take him.
Yeah,
I think he's done a great job, him.
I'll tell you who I do like as well. I don't know if we'd be able to get him, but I'd take Clough at Mansfield.
Yeah.
He's done a great job on unlimited funds. He's got promotions on his CV, got Mansfield up. So I would go over with Clough. Whether we'd be able to attract him to the shit show that is Rotherham United in it, I don't know, but it's just soul destroying. I mean, this week I've been checking my phone every day. Has he gone? Is he gone? Is he not gone? And it just doesn't look like there's any signs that he's going to be sacked.
I think the audacity of the admin or the admins at Rotherham United.
They're trolling the fans. They're trolling them.
Banging out kids for £1. I mean, that's child abuse, right?
Yeah.
And that was effect. And then, I don't know. They're not reading the room, Lee P. They're not reading the room. And I know the admin. I won't mention his name. I don't know him personally, but I mean, I know the admin puts out what he needs to put out. But I mean, Jesus, I'd rather if Phil Smith, because Tony Stewart's obviously not going to speak to us, speak to the fans. He's not going to do it.
What's happened to him? Has he been abducted by aliens, or he's not saying anything now?
Well, there's a theory that he's on the International Space Station sorting things out up there. Don't know how true that is. But Phil Smith has all of a sudden gone silent. He was on BBC Radio Sheffield. He was giving interviews to the Advertiser. He was giving interviews to another channel about how what his key thing was like communicating with the fans, improving fan communications, and how to make this club well-oiled and a well-oiled run club. And then he's completely disappeared off the face of the earth. Where is he? What's he saying now? Why is he not coming out giving interviews? Why is the Advertiser? Why is Radio Sheffield? Why is another platform? You know what? I'm not going to include the other platform in this. Why is BBC Radio Sheffield and the Advertiser now shielding him and the board and Matt Hamshaw? I mean, I don't get it, mate. I don't get it. There needs to be. It's plainly obvious, right? Opposition fans are terrified that we sack our manager. That tells you all you need to know, right? Plymouth will be thinking, oh, blood, I hope this guy's in charge for Saturday. Same as Chickens on the Loose. Johnny, hope he's in charge. Same as the Stockport County guy, the Bagara Scarf podcast. Everybody else can see it. Us fans, well, most of us fans can see it, but the board can't see it. And I'm dumbfounded. I'm an absolute loss. And it is depressing. And Bez made a statement the other day that it's affecting his mental health. Do you know what? It's affecting my mental health because I'm like you, Lee. I'm probably you, Pete, as well. I'm checking my phone. Surely common sense has prevailed here. Surely that's it. We've got a plan. But no, kids for £1. And Miller Bear is asking for kids to go and read the teams out. I mean, come on. I mean, it's awful. Absolutely awful. Communication from the club. And there's certain journalists that are defending this.
Yeah, for me, the journalists are complicit. You look at their interviews. If you go back and look at the interviews, what they give Steve Evans, who's in a much better position in the table points-wise. The interviews they were giving him, what they're giving Matt Hamshaw, is light and day. And that is part of him being from Rotherham. They're just giving him a free pass. He's getting away with. Well, it's just suicide football, isn't it? He's a football terrorist, isn't he? He's killing the club with his horrible tactics, his horrible style of play, his horrible interviews when he's I mean, I want to smash his face in when I see him smirking after we've just been beaten again. I just want to pummel his little fat face in. Do you know what I mean? He's annoying me. Like, I put him on a par. Like, if I saw them in the street Keir Starmer and him, I don't know who I'd crack first. It'd be a toss-up of which one I'd smash in first. Do you know what I mean? Because they're both rotten. They're horrible. You know what I mean? His football's terrible. And if he tells me he supports Rotherham one more time, when we all know he supports Sheffield Wednesday, is just annoying. And I couldn't care less, even if he were Rotherham United's biggest fan. He's a shit football manager. Get yourself gone, mate. If you actually love the club, resign. I know you're not going to because you're not going to get another job. Because obviously decent managers like Taylor got a decent job after leaving us. Evans ended up at Bristol, got a decent job. Richardson, look at the job he's doing at Reading. Yeah, they all got decent jobs because they're decent managers. This plonker, yeah, Mail coach were ringing up and saying they didn't want him for Sunday's game. So as a coach weekend, Matt Hamshaw, now we get a miss, lads. All right, sorry. He won't even manage a bloody Sunday League team. Is that bad?
If club actually come out and said he's staying no matter what, even if we get relegated, fair enough. But they're not saying anything. Just come give us whatever. Do you know what I mean? Just tell us.
Billy Elman, 24. Us in Northampton are absolutely woeful. Poor Vale showing signs of spine. Romoff, this is what makes me laugh. Who would come in? There's at least a good five I can think of that aren't working, that blind Hamshaw. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Darren Moore, I think, is a pretty poor choice, but he's way better than Matt Hamshaw as a manager. Way better. It's a massive improvement. And it ain't a great improvement. That's how bad that's how bad Matt Hamshaw is that we're even considering Darren Moore. That's how bad he is.
What about Michael Beale? He's out of work. He's not a bad manager, is he?
There is a media job going at the New York Stadium, apparently.
Go on, Bushy.
Yeah, shall I go for it? That'd be funny, wouldn't it? It was a joke.
Bang your curriculum vitae in, mate. Sod it.
Yeah.
What
This is what makes me laugh about the fan base. Who would come in? There's at least. Oh yeah, that's the one I've just put. Yeah, who would come in? He can think of five. Yeah, there's loads that have come in. They aren't journalists; they're publicists for the club. Yeah, totally agree. That is a great comment. They are. They're fueling the media propaganda. Because did you notice they had Watmore on today saying how Matt Hamshaw and the team, they're really behind him. That hadn't happened by accident. They've put him there and he's been told to say that. He's not going to say anything else anyway. He's not going to go against his manager, say he's doing a terrible job. What the media didn't come out and say, though, is that Dale Tonga got all the defenders in a private meeting today shouting at him, saying that he's got say on team selection, and if they don't comply with him, he can ensure they never play for this football club again. And if you look at the age of our defenders, screaming at young kids, basically. So but none of them, no media mention of that, nothing. Typical PR spin. John Fellows, as fans, our support, attendance, and money is totally taken for granted. The arrogance is outstanding. And that's where I would say, vote with your feet. Don't go to the club shop. Don't produce any merchandise. Don't buy the £90 coats, what they're trying to flex, trying to sell. Don't purchase anything from the club because that's the only time you'll get change. We've lost 2,000 supporters and still no change. I don't know what it's going to take.
No, nothing. They've lost interest.
Yeah, I was speaking to somebody on another podcast today, which I've done a League One podcast, and they were saying they did it with their manager and got rid of him. It has to get toxic, and you've really got to go after the manager, but you've got too many of them happy clapping. There were loads at Bradford. Tiny was at Bradford. Bez was at Bradford, and he said loads were clapping them off. And that's
what I was going to say, Lee, talking about the club not reading the room. Why are the players modelling these coats? What's that about? I mean, we're on his worst run in 15, 16 years or whatever, right? And yet we've got players next to the tunnel. Oh, in my new Rotherham coat. Come on. I mean,
No one's going to buy them.
Look, we've not mentioned it today, actually, but let's mention it again. This is our centenary year, right? Right? And the decisions that the board's made, the club's made, right? First things first, statue of Ronnie Moore and John Breckin. There we go. 100 years. This is our finest management duo. They brought the good times to Rotherham, both as manager and assistant manager, and both as players, right? They got that wrong. What they did was they did a cheapskate thing where they presented Ronnie Moore with manager of the century in front of the Cardiff fans, which we wanted to lose 3-0, which is forgotten about afterwards. I mean, the decision-making from whoever is part of the public relations, be it Phil Smith, Tony Stewart, Paul Douglas, any of them, right? They're in cuckoo land. Why can't we have a statue commissioned? Why can't fans go to that statue and say, have a picture with Ronnie Moore and John Breckin? Do you know what I mean? Why do we have to?
That should have been one of the first things.
It's a no-brainer, Lee. It's a no-brainer. And
this guy's come in, though, and nothing's improved. I think since Smith's come in, the communication's got worse.
Yes, and he was meant to improve the communication. He's come out doing his communication, gambling that would start rolling over these crap teams.
All I've seen is him has tried to make more money by advertising new clothes, and that's it. The sponsorship, that's a positive. We've got a new sponsor. But the communication to the fans is as bad as it's ever been.
It's worse. He's come out and communicated to the fans and saying, I'm all about communication, and come back and on another channel, he says, I'll come back on at the end of the season and say, I told you so. Much like that caller tonight on BBC Radio Sheffield, who I'm quite certain, in fact, that he's a member of the board.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like Smith, to be honest. I bet it
did.
One of his mates.
It was.
It did, yeah. He's too well spoken to be a Rotherham fan.
It was far too well spoken. That's Rotherham people. It's not against Rotherham people. I'm from Rotherham. Pesco's from Rotherham. Bushy, you're from Sheff. But I mean, look, we're all from South Yorkshire.
But none of us talk like that.
Well, yes, I think Hamshaw, yes.
I think it's been
a fantastic job.
He's been awfully terrible with injuries.
I know.
Come on.
I mean,
oh my God, yeah. He just
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It was a plan. And oh God. I'm sorry, I'm going to stop.
Brett Sykes says, if you told me we'd been in a relegation fight this season back in August, I'd have sent you to the mental asylum. Mental, yeah. We're all expecting at least a promotion push playoffs, but now it's this is how the media spins worked as well, because it has worked. Because we've got now fans saying if we stay up, that's an achievement for Matt Hamshaw. It's not. It's a dreadful write-off season. Even if he keeps us up, I wouldn't keep him. No chance. It's an horrific season. Bare minimum I would have accepted this season were 8th. It's the bare minimum I would have expected us to get.
It's going to be interesting next year to see how they sell season tickets. It'll be very interesting, that.
People can't believe it's 30 quid a game for us. I was talking on that League One pod. They were like, seriously, it's 30 quid a game. I was like, yeah. 32 if you buy it on match day. Crazy. Alstar says, Darren Ferguson, promotion winner. Good football, and he develops players. Yeah, good call. I would take Darren Ferguson Definitely, I would. Yeah. York City or the Rochdale manager would be a good shout. I would say the York City manager would be a good shout, but why is he going to? I don't think he's going to leave them when they're virtually going to get promoted. And I think York are chucking a bit of money at it as well. So it'd be a difficult one to get. Fans criticised me when I said get Scubala when Evans was sacked. Seems to have done okay this year. Yeah, Tom, he has. It was a good call. Winston Miller, if you said to me we'd be I've done that one, sorry. It's popping back up. In my opinion, something is going on behind the scenes. The club want us in League Two. I have no idea why, but the music have some money on it relate. He's thinking some corruption going on there, having a bit of money on it. There's something in right why they're accepting that we could be in League Two. I mean, his interview said that, didn't he? You have to listen to these interviews carefully, guys. Everyone was going on, oh, we're going to get new investment. He's going to take over. He's going to do this. And I'm like, he fucking ain't. He fucking ain't. This guy's virtually telling you you're going to League Two. Because financially, it's no different. Crazy. Darren Ferguson, yeah, that's that one. Surely Burberry goes if Hamshaw is sacked. He should go if he stays. I mean, he's just killing players, isn't he? Jake Shearbushy, did you hear that Hamshaw was sacked by Stewart? But Phil Smith overrode it.
I hope that's not true.
Yeah, well, obviously. So let me just Jake, I did hear that. So obviously I put a tweet out saying that Matt Hamshaw had been sacked because I was told by somebody at the academy that he had actually been sacked by Tony Stewart. And then it was announced by us. And then there was a big meeting with the chairman and Smith. And apparently he's not gone now. So whether that's true or not, I don't know whether it was anything to do with us posting it out or whether Phil Smith just wants him.
He shouldn't have any input. He don't get paid by a club. That gets me. It should be Tony Stewart making that decision. That's
so from what I've told, I'm not sure how true it is, but I think he's funded all the loan players that we got in January. Smith. So whether he is looking to purchase it and he's saying that Hamshaw's his man and not to sack him, I don't know, or whether he said this looks bad because obviously somebody's already put it out there that he's been sacked. Can't let that happen, and then they've not sacked him. I don't know, but I did hear what Jake Sheard said that Hamshaw was sacked by Stewart, and then it has been overrid by Phil Smith. Don't know. Plot thickens.
Is it because we'll go down and gets the club cheaper or what?
Yeah, possibly. And Romo said he's heard the same as well. So a few people have heard this. I did hear it, but I haven't tweeted it out because I got a load of stick because I said he'd been sacked and then it came out that he wasn't.
Well, I got told he had as well.
Yeah, and yours were from the academy as well.
Yeah.
It's not a person that would normally you'd get false information from. So, something's gone off there. But yeah, I think I'm sure we're fully expecting to get sacked that day as well, because the players had said that they believed they were going to the stadium to get sacked. Woody continued taking training, and he went for this meeting with the chairman, who then sacked him, and then Phil Smith come in, and then they've agreed something else. Don't know.
So he knows now he'll never get sacked, won't he?
Well,
he knows he's going nowhere now.
I think he's told him, and I think he knew in that interview, like people said, if you look at his demeanour from a couple of weeks ago, he looked like a man that was ready to go. Like, he knew he was under pressure. Now he's all smiles and talking about future and this, that, and the other. And no actual worry that he's going to go. So I think that Phil Smith said, "Look, I've sorted you. You've got till the end of the season." I think personally, could be wrong, but we'll see. I'm starting to think it's a self-sabotage from the club. Yeah, totally agree. Ignore the music announcement. Did me. So ignore the music.
Autocorrected me. Haha. Right.
All right. Darren Ferguson couldn't fire up a young side when he was at Peterborough. Same would happen here. Need someone like Luke Williams, who's just outside the playoffs. That's from Tom Swift. Glad Dawson got dropped for Ted Can, although he ain't much better. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think he had to get sacked. They had to get him out of the team, didn't he? He's been awful, but yeah, I don't think...
The question is here, though, Bushy and Pete. Does Hamshaw now bring Dawson back in after giving him a night on the sidelines?
He can't, can he? Surely not.
I mean...
I thought Cam was getting better and better throughout the game. He's getting more confident, I thought. You can't drop him now.
No, I don't think he'll drop him. I don't think he'll drop him. I wouldn't have thought so anyway. But yeah, strange. But yeah. So on to Peterborough anyway. Obviously, with another defeat against Bradford, we discussed that on the aftermatch. But any other thoughts on the Bradford game? I mean, it's a bit embarrassing that as highest XG player was the goalkeeper. And people.
I think what was embarrassing, and I even said this to Johnny from Chickens on the Loose, that pitch was an absolute disgrace.
Oh, it was terrible. Yeah, it was like a cabbage patch.
It was an absolute disgrace. However, Bradford, rolled the sleeves up and got the better of us. But that was a non-league pitch. That's Valley Parade. I mean, what's the capacity of Valley Parade? Is it about 30,000?
Might be.
I don't know what it
28. Not sure.
I mean, to have a pitch like that's just unacceptable. But at the same time, yes, it's League One football, but it's League One football in 2026. It was a disgrace. Look, Bradford, before you even say anything, right? Or Johnny from Chickens on the Loose or whatever, right? I'm not blaming that on us losing, but standards at your club, if you're going to go to the Championship, you're going to need to have a better pitch than that, mate. Trust me.
True. Jake Sheard says Michael Beale in for me, brings in good talent and experience at our level. Yeah, it's a good shout.
That, yeah.
Good shout. Tom, would you take him?
Well, Michael Beale was unfortunate because obviously he was with Steven Gerrard at Glasgow Rangers when they stopped the 10 in a row for Celtic. And obviously he took over Rangers. Wasn't great at Rangers. And then where did he go after that, Pete?
Was it QPR? He did well at QPR, didn't he?
It was QPR, wasn't it?
He did well, didn't he, there?
No, did he not leave QPR for Rangers?
He might have, yeah. Yeah, sorry, yeah. I think he did. Yeah.
Or there was vice versa, and they plummeted. Yeah, I'd take my 7-year-old daughter over Matt Hamshaw, right? I would take the bin men that come and do my bins today. I would take me dead gran over Matt Hamshaw. So, look, it's a...
Jamie R. UFC would take Ian Beale.
Yeah, I'd take Ian Beale from EastEnders. And his dead mum.
Why not? Yeah, he had QPR, did well, and then he struggled. Oh, he went to Sunderland, didn't he?
It was Sunderland.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a good shout from Jake Shears, to be fair. Very good shout. But I'm just still not believing they're going to get rid of Matt Hamshaw, even if we get...
He's going to get full season.
The fact that the club never tweet anything or put anything out on socials after such damaging defeats. And do you know what's the sickening thing, right? I've never seen... obviously social media is relatively new in Rotherham United's history, isn't it? Right? We do a podcast. We talk. We give our honest feelings. Obviously, everything's online now, right? Right. But ever since anything has been online, I have never known it this bad against the manager, right? Because let's face it, right? If things weren't to go right, and listen, we're talking about a manager on social media, and it's an absolute pylon. And we've had pylons on Evans, Richardson, Taylor, Warne at some points, right? And the clubs have pulled the trigger. The clubs pulled the trigger. Why now has their opinion changed? This is the worst manager.
I honestly think it's Phil Smith.
That's what I think as well, Lee. I think Phil Smith is at the bottom of this.
Jamie says, I think Smith will be taking over and Tony Stewart will step down next season. So he wants Hamshaw as his manager. That's why he's still in the job. I think Matt Hamshaw gets us relegated from League 2.
Yeah, I do.
I think he's that bad. Unless they give him a boatload of money. We have got to have head and shoulders above anybody else in that league to even have a chance of not going down. He's a dreadful manager. If you're hanging your hat on him, you've got big problems, Sunshine. If
you're a successful businessman like Phil Smith is, you wouldn't want Hamshaw as your manager, would you? Come on. You want a decent name, wouldn't you?
Well, but the thing is, Pete and Lee, he's nailed his whatever to
Yeah.
I mean,
he's come out and said on various different media outlets that he's the man.
Manager.
I mean,
he's done a great job,
and I think it's just pride that he wants to keep it in. I think
the Afterclappers will say you can't say that. He's only come in a couple of weeks. Look, I'm judging him on what he said so far. Yeah. What's come out of his mouth is absolute verbal diarrhea. Do you know 100%. What I mean? And it's nonsense. Like anybody with half a brain can tell, he's talking shit.
Yeah.
Like you're not making any sense, mate. Because he also said we need to be thankful he's brought the Rotherham DNA back. He hasn't. It's horrendous. This is as far away I've ever seen Rotherham United be from Rotherham United DNA. There's nobody in there with a fucking backbone for a start. You wouldn't go to war with them. Imagine going to war in trenches with them. They'd be waving a white flag.
Honestly, right?
You go in front. You shoot your gun for me, mate. Imagine Martha.
Oh, Martha.
Flipping out. Imagine
Martha,
getting into a scrap in town and you've got Martha backing you up.
Enjoying while he's here, lads.
Punch his arm and snap off. You know what I mean?
You said it right. Enjoying while he's here.
Enjoying while he's here.
Enjoying while he's here because, I mean, Mobby Main are after him. Think Phil Smith is Hamshaw's secret lover, so they're staying in together. I see National League with Hamshaw. Yeah, I do, Jake. Totally agree with you.
It's like that call on Radio Sheffield. That bloke who says he's a fan, but he's probably on board. Hamshaw's a Premiership coach. He's getting Premiership young talent in. He's not making them better, though, is he? That Bianchieri, he isn't playing.
I mean, that Bianchieri's had about fucking 8 minutes in total. Joke. But we got these... Did he not realise that Gore came under Evans? Evans signed Gore the first time. He's come back. It's nothing to do with... We've always done that. We've always got players like that on loan. We got Reece James when he was at Man United. We've had loads of young players. We've got George Hurst. Didn't do out with him either. Young talent. Didn't do anything with him. We've had loads. Tavernier. All these players that have come here as young players on loan. So stop talking nonsense. You're trying to make out we're stupid. That's what's annoying me. Just because we're supporters of the football club, don't take us for idiots. Because that's what you're doing. You're charging £30 a ticket for bottom end League 2 crap. Yeah? There's no style of play. There's no tactics. There's no passion. There's no desire. There's no heart. It's rubbish. Yeah? It is rubbish. We're the lowest in the league for XG, so we don't create fucking anything. We're the highest for fucking chances conceded, so we're shit at the back. Yeah? The manager's fucking inept and has never managed before. And all of a sudden, we're meant to believe that he's a highly regarded Premiership coach. Listen, anybody can be a good coach. It doesn't make you a good manager. They're two different jobs. Yeah? It's like saying, yeah, that burger flipper there, he's the best burger flipper. Yeah, but you've put him in the car park. He's not on the burgers. He's in the car park. Different jobs, mate. Yeah? We're not stupid. This is what it is. It's like you're a brothel, you go for a woman and end up with a bloke. It's different. It's not the same.
I think the best example of this, right, is Steve McLaren. Steve McLaren is highly regarded as a fantastic coach, but not a great manager, right? He was at Man United through all the success, great coach, put his hand to management. Did he maybe get a League Cup with Borough? But then, Jesus Christ, what did he do with England? So, listen, just because you're a good coach does not make you a great manager.
No, exactly. And he's not, coach as well. Even assistant managers. There's assistant managers that are not good enough to be managers, but they're great assistant managers.
Yeah.
And I'll give you two. Alan Nill, brilliant as an assistant manager under Warnock. Absolutely shit as a manager for us and whoever else he managed. Yeah, crap. Richie Barker. Yeah, another one. Terrible manager, brilliant number two. Know your place in the game. You're a bib boy for life, mate. That's all you are, a bib boy. Collect the cones, collect the bibs, and fuck off home. Do you know what I mean? You're not a manager. You're never going to be a manager. This is insane that people cannot physically see that this just ain't working. It's not good enough. It's like watching flipping, I don't know. It's like, how can you put it? A bus driver trying to fly flipping Emirates plane into flipping. Hang on, I'm a bus driver, but tell you what, tonight I'm going to fly you to Dubai. No, you're not, mate. You're not qualified for it. It's insane. Like, let people do the jobs that they're fit to do. Yeah? If you don't want to sack Matt Hamshaw, get a manager in and put him back down to coach. Keep him on the coaching staff. I'm not opposed to that.
Right. Here's the analogy for you, Lee, right? I work at a holiday park, but you know what? Sod it. I'm going to become a porn star, right? Even though I've not got the equipment to do it. So that's what it is.
There you go. Sam says, would you go to Tony Stewart's house and ask him what's happening at the club? We have considered doing that, but legal implications mean that it could be very, very risky, and I don't think any of us want to really go to jail, do we?
They reckon he's got like attack dogs like Mr. Burns off The Simpsons, so let's leave it at that.
I think you'll probably not find him at home anyway. Golf club will be probably better to find him with a jar. So on to Plymouth. Plymouth at home. Plymouth are 11th.
Spanked
what
Cardiff.
are our thoughts on Plymouth? I'm just going to get... So the head-to-head is... The last time we played, we won 1-0. So the last 6 games, we beat Plymouth.
No, well, at home, we lost.
We drew 1 and won 6. Well, Plymouth have won none of the last since 2011. We won 4-1 at Plymouth in 2011. 2012, we beat them 1-0. 2012, we beat them 1-0 again. 2013, we beat them 1-0. 2017, we drew 1-1. And then August 2021 was a 2-0 win. And August 2022 was a 1-0 win. So we've got quite a good record.
We lost against them at home park, though, didn't we?
Mm.
What?
We lost 1-0, and they were awful. And we lost 1-0, I think.
Saying,
I think we did, yeah.
Football, saying we hadn't, but...
Earlier in the season, we lost 1-0, and they were absolutely terrible. And I believe we lost 1-0. But obviously that's at Plymouth, and Plymouth's... Well, trust me, I used to be Plymouth.
So far they're 11th. They've won 14, drawn 4 and lost 15. Their goals per match is 1.48 and expected goals against is 1.48. They've kept 9 clean sheets. Their biggest win was a 5-1 victory against Doncaster Rovers away from home. And their biggest loss was 4-0 to Cardiff, away at Cardiff. We are currently sat 23rd, 8 wins, 7 draws, and 17 losses. As goal per matches is 1. Now expected is 1.47. We've kept 6 clean sheets. Our biggest win was a 4-0 victory against Exeter. And our biggest defeat was a 4-0 defeat against Blackpool. Like I said, I was on the League One podcast. There was a Plymouth fan. He's saying their best striker is out injured.
That's that Talaj, isn't it?
Yeah, he's injured.
He's the one that Plymouth signed from Port Vale. I think.
I don't think it'll make any difference anyway, Memerson. We'll still lose.
But he says the player coming in is decent anyway, but we'll see. So, what are your thoughts on Plymouth? Do you think we can beat Plymouth at home? Or do you think it's going to be another defeat?
It's going to get proper toxic, I think, Saturday. I think we'll lose and it's going to get worse in it.
Well, Tom Swift is saying this will be our first hammering of the season, 5-0.
Well, what I would say to
Peters 1-0 to send us down in 23-24. That's Billy Ormond. Todger gonna have a field day. Yeah, he's the one that's injured. I think, Romo.
Yeah, Talaj.
Talaj.
I don't know.
He's out.
I know he's their best striker, but I mean, who knows? Listen, go on. I'll let you read that one out.
Peppel is on fire for them. Peppel. Go on. What were you saying, Tom?
Right, Plymouth. Right. Positives. They've got to travel an awful long way. Right.
Weren't that as excuse when we went and lost?
It was. There? Well, do you know what? The best thing was Hamshaw's excuse before we played Plymouth. I think we were maybe unbeaten at the time in that run where he was saying that, it's going to take it out of the lads. All the lads are injured. Nonsense. Sort of gave up, put the white flag up before we'd even travelled. Right? So, look, they've got to come to us. Plymouth have got to travel all over their bloody country.
I will say, we are due a win.
They've only got 8.
Lee,
that's what I'm saying. We can't lose much more.
Lee, they beat Cardiff with 11 men. Cardiff had 11 men. They beat them 5-2 on Saturday. So what the hell are Plymouth going to do to us?
I'm trying to help my mental health here, Tom. Why is the manager not sacked yet, Stephen Gonlet? Well, that's what we've been discussing all night. It's got to be Phil Smith that's keeping him in this job.
It has to be. It has to. It can only be that way. Has to be that.
Yeah, Tony Stewart's fighting everybody,
Because
hasn't he?
normally Tony Stewart pulls the trigger. He normally pulls the trigger. Billy Ormond, if they exploit our weaknesses and take their chances, they'll give us a pasting, especially after scoring 5 against an high-flying Cardiff team. 3-0 win, Hamshaw and Smith knee slide in front of the Kop.
Oh, for God's sake.
Is that Adam?
Is that Adam?
Jamie. No, I thought it was Adam at first, but it's not.
I thought it was Adam as well. It sounds like something Adam would say.
RUFC Tiny, 3-0 Plymouth. Think I'll be fucking shy.
Don't know what that means. Last bit.
Again, I think
Talaj is fit again. Peppel is back. Up striker who's been scoring for fun.
No, according to a Plymouth fan on another podcast that I've just been on prior to this, he has actually been ruled out. But hopefully he is out, but we'll see.
So if we play for it back, we'll get hammered anyway. So
Kettle's lad is the ref.
Fuck off!
Oh God!
Come off it, Roma.
Is he?
He's a ref. I'm sure he's a ref. Yeah.
Let me have a look. Let me see.
I'm sure it is. You know.
It can't be.
Trevor Kettle.
He'll have got it in for us already.
He's that man.
Him at Barnsley.
Barnsley, aye, that's right, Pete. Aye.
It can't be.
Jesus Christ.
Can I find it on here?
Well, writing's on the bloody wall then, isn't it? The writing is on the wall.
Oh, it is.
Thought it was.
Kenneth Kettle. It is.
What's he called?
Zach Kenneth Kettle.
Zach Kettle. Imagine how his surname is Kettle. Pop the kettle on, Kettle.
Just shoot it now.
He's lost already. No point turning up, really, is there?
Thanks for that, Romuth. You really made me night. Trevor Kettle would be a better manager than Hamshaw.
He actually would, yeah.
He actually would. Great comment, Tom Swift. In all seriousness, we'll be 4-0 down at half time. That's Jamie.
Yeah.
That's who said we'd win. And buddy Smith knee slide in front of the Kop. David Skivens from the Kimmy Park away days would do a better job than Hamshaw. I'm sure he would, Billy. He'd actually probably get some fight into them. There ain't many people I would pick worse than Hamshaw. He's that bad.
It's worse in my time watching Rotherham.
It's only us. We decide to stick with a manager that is utter pony. You couldn't make it up, could you? It'd be funny if it weren't so sad. I can't believe it. Yeah, unbelievable. Peppel and Toller scored goals versus Cardiff on Saturday. Yeah. Toller, yeah. He scored the goals. No worries, lads. Thanks, Romoff. David Skivens would be supping a tinny on the side of the pitch. Well, Amy may as well sup a tinny on the side of the pitch. It might actually improve his tactical knowledge, because whatever he's doing at the minute, he needs to do the exact opposite, because it is absolutely awful. So, what do we think? I didn't ask you two your scores, so I'll go for them now. Tom, what's your prediction?
I tend to always back Rotherham United. And with Plymouth beating Cardiff, was it 5-2 last Saturday? Us losing 1-0 to Bradford, 2-1 to Donny, 1-0 to Burton, 3-0 to Cardiff.
Keep them coming, Tom.
I tell you what. Do you know what? For the first time this season, I'm not going to back us. I just can't see it. I can't see us at home doing anything. So for me, Plymouth are going to be licking their lips. They're going to want to try and get into that top 6. They know that we are weak and we don't create anything. And our manager is weak and all our injuries are what they are. I'm going to go, and I hate to say it, I'm going to go a 2-1 win for Rotherham. I'm choking. I'm going to go. I'm going to go 3-0 Plymouth.
And does he get sacked if we lose 3-0?
No.
Okay.
No.
Right. He's going to be sat there, manager, isn't he? He'll see his formation, be licking his lips. This is going to be easy to play against, and we'll lose 3-1. We've no chance with that formation. No chance. Well, we have no chance with manager, have we? But we've no chance. We'll get beat 3-1.
Well, I've just been on another podcast, and the Plymouth fans are absolutely, they can't wait. They were predicting 4-0, 5-0. They said we've got the worst manager in the league, which I can't disagree with. And everybody's saying, I was so glad, we thought you were going to sack him. So we were panicking, but you didn't sack him. But every team we've faced this season, when we speak to their fans, they're saying, oh, we were panicking, hoping that you didn't sack Hamshaw. And they're happy that we've kept him as well. So I'm going to say 3-0 Plymouth. Can't see us winning the game. I know everybody's happy that Ted Can's in goal, but he's utterly shit as a goalkeeper. So,
oh God,
you're not getting any upgrade. I mean, is it an upgrade on Dawson? I don't know, because he's shit as well. So we've got 2 wank goalkeepers that are both crap. There you go. Can't say much more. We've got players playing out of position in defence. We're not hard to beat. We're not hard to break down. We don't switch on set pieces. We don't create anything. There's no sort of heart or desire in the midfield to win the ball. I love Benson. I thought he was good, and I thought Watmore was good, but he ended up dropping Watmore on Tuesday. He went back onto the bench, although he was best player on Saturday. Crazy. But as good as Benson is, who's going to win the ball in midfield? Kean Spence. He tackles too hard and his legs drop off. You know what I mean? Yeah, crazy. And that cover, Gibbs White from Wish will sort it. Yeah, that cover, it looks like we've purchased him from Nottingham Forest on Temu. You know what I mean? He's dreadful. And that was the one we've signed permanently as well. We can't even get that come back. Yeah. He's the one that Hamshaw told us he was really excited about. He was the special reveal. Dear oh me. 3-0 half time. The first half against Donny, I thought Benson and Watmore combined well. I don't think it'll happen this game, but surely them two and Nombe and Gray will turn up at some point. Yeah, I mean, just look at them players. Benson, Watmore, Nombe and Gray. All of them players could easily be playing in the Championship, in my view. Why are we second bottom? It's crazy. But we're playing Gray on the left wing or something. Nombe gets no service. And Benson gets injured. And Watmore plays brilliant and then gets dropped.
Players don't even know what they're playing, do they? They all look round at each other like, how do we play this formation?
You want to see Nombe's face? He was fuming after the game against Bradford.
I saw it. They zoomed him on an iPhone.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I'm sure kind of a dirty look as if to say, where's my service? But I did warn you, Nombe. I did warn you, Rotherham fans. Doesn't matter who you put up there. You could go and sign Messi. You could go and sign Haaland. It's a graveyard shift. I warned you at the start of the season. Once these mince pies have a look at something, they don't forget it. I knew we don't create anything the way we play. You can see it a mile off. Jordan Staniforth says Plymouth are on fire at the minute. Yeah, but it's a crap league. So they're only 11th. They're no world beaters. Real Madrid aren't coming. Do you know what I mean? I know every time we play everybody, I'm sure builds them up like we're playing Real Madrid. And this season has felt like if I just looked at the games and I didn't realise we're in League One and the teams we're playing, it looks like watching us in the Championship where we're so negative, just happy to be there, happy to try and get a point or snatch a win somewhere. But it's not no way to go. Rotherham Gaming says 2-1 Rotherham. So we have got somebody predicting a win. In the dictionary, these pictures of Hamshaw's face next to smug. Yeah, he knows he's not going. Come on. Uncle Phil has told him, you're not going anywhere, mate. You're staying to be our saviour in League Two. Keep us out of the National League. That's his remit.
And every time my fella looked at bench, Tong's face was just a picture. He didn't even know what was happening. He just kept going all the time. Every time the camera on him. He's like, he didn't know what was happening. He didn't know what formation was playing out. He had no idea, Tong. He looks out his depth.
They all do. They're all... It's a big mates act, in it. They're all clearly out of the depth. They're backed on by... Is Matt from Rotherham clapping brigade, where they're just happy clapping to League Two, which I said they would do. We've been right all season. Unfortunately, the club doesn't care about its supporters. They've had no respect for us that have suffered this in our Centenary season. The Centenary celebrations have been nothing short of embarrassing.
We've sold some watches, though.
Sold some watches, yeah.
That's it.
I think my dad got what was it? A pennant or something? A coin. Right. My dad got a coin. Bought a coin for about 40 quid for a coin or something like that. I was like, well, brilliant. You're gonna do that? Can't spend it.
I mean, who's going to pay 32 quid on gate Saturday? Nobody ever.
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
Nobody's going to pay to watch that on gate. Nobody.
And I just advise, fans not to go. As sad as it sounds, and I said to myself, I always said I will never ever want to go to a Rotherham game hoping we lose. But I'm at that stage now where I just don't care. If we lose, we lose. Because I just think the board deserve to get relegated. Them twats in the boardroom deserve all they get. I know it's us fans that are going to suffer because they don't care. They've already said that it's not a big deal if they go down. There's no difference between League One and League Two financially. In fact, it'll probably be better because they can reduce the wage bill further again. It's just not worth it.
I'm not going till he's gone.
No, I'm not going to go till he's gone.
If he got sacked after Donny, I'd have drove to Bradford. I'd have gone.
Yeah.
100%.
Sam says, how much did you pay to go and see Man United? I didn't pay anything. I got a complimentary ticket. So, and it was a lovely stadium. And actually, Man United won a game. So it was like going to a football match and actually seeing the win was a bit of a shock as well. Weren't used to it. I was like, what are all these people cheering at? What's going on? What's happening? Know what I mean? But there you go. Played a season as Rotherham on Football Manager. Called my guy Matt Hamshaw. being relegated in my first season. Great call on Football Heaven again, Tom. Come on, Tom. What have you been saying on Football Heaven? You've gone down in my book because you're on mute, Tom.
Basically, all I said was there was a guy on before it where his missus.
He was a club informant. He was Phil Smith's I don't know, driver or PA. Oh yes. Matt Hamshaw has been dealt a terrible hand.
Yeah, that's exactly what
You've never been to Rotherham, you clown. He's probably one of the sponsors. Absolute spunk bubble.
He gave him. Do you know how he gave himself? He gave himself away, right? Because he said that he's spoken to Darren Moore on several occasions. And
who did?
He's a very impressive man. And
who did?
This guy that called in.
Well, this random Rotherham fan spoken to Darren Moore on several occasions.
Apparently.
Yeah.
What an absolute... Listen, mate, get off the radio, you absolute spunk bubble.
Honestly. He says, last time I called...
He should have been shot on the curtains.
Honestly.
He should have been shot all over the curtains, mate. What an absolute ferret.
It was definitely a club plan. It was a club plan.
When was he talking to Darren Moore? In the bath?
Well, he said that he says Darren Moore's
or was it at the Sheffield Wednesday reunion with Tony Stewart, Matt Hamshaw,
and
Darren Moore, and then probably Chuck Michaels. But yeah, I said fucked, but yeah, probably fuck Michael Smith in the process. Weapons, disgusting, vile creatures, horrible. Jesus Christ, man.
Well, there you
and
go.
What did Rob Staten say?
Rob Staten disagreed with.
Hang on, let me put my cap on. The toupee dropped off. Let me put my cap on there. Yeah, go on. What did
he disagreed with everything I said, pretty much.
Of course he did.
In a respectful
Why
way.
would you want Rotherham to be successful? Why don't you just accept that Rotherham are always below Sheffield Wednesday?
Yeah.
Why do you expect more from Rotherham? That's what you get from that muppet.
But whoever was the board member or whoever, it was maybe what you call it, Paula's husband from the week before. Honestly, I've sent it to you in the chat, guys, the recordings.
Yeah,
I've listened to it.
I genuinely could not believe what I was hearing.
He'd been chatting with Darren Moore. I've been chatting with Darren Moore. Of course you have. Of course you have, you lemon.
He's definitely on the board. He's something to do with the board or Paula or somebody. As I said, yes, and yes, Darren Moore is a remarkable chap. However, yes, we need to get behind Hammy. Give it Hammy to the rest of the season. Hammy, I believe he has the minerals to keep us up and blah, blah. Honestly, I've never met anybody in Rotherham who even sounds like that. So...
Yeah, very, very strange. They've destroyed Nombe this season. Bloke would be one of the top scorers under a better manager. Look at him under Matt Taylor. Great call. Yeah, we've done that one. We've done that one. Done that one. Is this the last one? I said exactly the same. Not going till he's gone. And I paid for my season ticket, so I'm out of pocket and still not bothering. Crazy, innit? So, guys, that's coming to the end of the show. Thank you for everybody for watching again. Great numbers again. I'm just sorry it's so negative. I'm at a point now where I'm losing the will to live with it. I don't know what to say anymore. Like I said, I think we lose again, and I don't think he goes again. And it's just like Groundhog Day. But the performance...
Rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat. I mean, the performances aren't getting any better. He's got that bad now that as highest XG as a goalkeeper.
Clip that. It is.
But it is. It's fact. I mean, Against Bradford, he was our highest XG.
And the last kick of the game. Sorry, the last head of the game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Terrible.
How bad's that?
But people are thinking that's an improvement. That's how much this PR spin has got your standards in the gutter. This club has absolutely screwed the fans over in its centenary season. All they've done is try to take money for you. What have they given back to the fans this centenary? Even the charity game that's not been fully put on by the club is costing. Yeah, it's only a tenner, but most clubs put something free on for the fans, a free flag at the game. You know what I mean? Something little, it doesn't cost a lot.
For something like that.
But you could get a flag for the final game of the whatever. First game of the season, nothing. Absolutely nothing. A free program brochure of a centenary year. On every seat, sold seat, you get a brochure, a centenary brochure. Little things. It don't have to be massive things, but we're getting nothing. Absolutely nothing. As Legend is suffering through the worst horrible times of his life, suffering with cancer. This football club in its centenary year could reward him and announce that there's going to be a statue of Ronnie Moore and John Breckin. That would get the fans up. But it just nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah? I tell you what they're doing, and I'm going to break it to you before people do again. They're planting some trees outside the stadium, and the chairman wanted one for himself. But with the death of his brother, I believe the club have talked him round because they said it would be bad PR to actually have it for his brother rather than himself. That's what they're doing. Centenary. And it's done with the community. I think it's something to do with the community trust. So there you go. A little bit of breaking news for you. Club will be happy again. I've broke it for them because I am the king and I break the news. So, guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. We will be back. What day are we on? I don't even know what day it is.
Thursday, isn't it? Thursday.
We've got Friday FPL show on Friday. We've got live after-match reaction where fans can actually come on. Oh, we've got let me just come here because we've got a Plymouth fan here. Luckily, lads, we've got the worst physios in the EFL, so no told you what I said to you. We will narrowly win 2-1. think that, 2-1. So like I said, I went on that other podcast and he's out for a month, so that's good. That's lucky for us. However, anybody can score against us, so it doesn't matter. You know, the charity game is the only decent because Kev Johnston organised it, but he's giving the club props as well. Yeah, I've spoke to Kev. I won't say too much because I don't want to get him in trouble, but let's just say the club ain't great. Argyle will win easy. Yeah, I think we've said that anyway. So if you're coming on here to gloat, Argyle fans, you're missing the point. We agree with you. I think we've predicted 3-0 to Argyle. So you're not going to get the banter you're hoping for there. So take your fishing rod, fuck off home. Worst physio is taking the piss. Like we have injury in every game. Yeah, exactly. I mean, fucking hell. If you think you've got a worse injury physio than us, then you're living on flipping cuckoo land, because we're actually playing Rotherham United injury bingo now, so we'll select. In fact, that's what we'll do. So, which player gets carried off bingo? Who gets bingo? What I will do is, if you get it right, I will send you an Uber Eats what you want to eat.
Josh Benson.
He's got it. He's got it.
So, who goes off injured first?
Josh Benson.
So you're having Josh Benson, Pete.
Spence if he plays. I'll have Spence.
And I'll buy
No,
myself.
he's injured.
But
Isn't Spence injured or not? They already injured him.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's where we're at. We
I'll
don't know
Spence.
where they're getting injured. I think Tom's got the best one. But
Yeah.
what more? Somebody said Benson. Tom's got Benson, so you can't have Benson. Sam's got what more? So we'll play bingo. Who gets injured? I will go with Reece James.
All right, okay.
Because he's still got very bruised ribs at the minute. So is Gore back on Saturday? There is a chance he could be back on Saturday. Yes, hopefully so. Scott Kent said, would you take Darnell Clark?
Darryl Clark. Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
I'd take Leon Clark right now.
I'd take me Clark's shoes. That's what I'd take.
Oh dear, lads. Anyway, it's been therapy. I've enjoyed it. It's been emotional. And we will see you, well, the Rotherham fans, we will see you again for the after-match live reaction. As I was saying before, any fan can come on. So I put the link in the stream. You don't have to stay on. You can just give your view on the game. Like I told the Argyle fan, you can fuck off straight after. Tell us your views. Tell us what you think of the game. Argyle fans are welcome to come on as well. We don't discriminate.
The Jenners!
As long as you're showing your camera, we'll allow you to come on and give you your view of the game, because that's what nice people we are here at KB Terrace Talk. We're despite being, I'm called a racist very often, we're very multicultural. We allow anybody to have freedom of speech on our platform.
Even Plymouth fans.
Hey?
Even Plymouth fans.
Even Plymouth fans. Is Plymouth in England?
No, hang on.
There's a dispute on Plymouth being in England, isn't there?
They're not quite classed as Cornwall. They're Devon, aren't they? So yeah. I know people in Cornwall claim to be a different country, but there could be some Plymouth fans that. So listen, we'll see.
The White House said he decided to go and watch the Titans instead of the Millers on Saturday. At least they tried. I think. What's his name run about that as well? It's a good day out. Forget his name. Adam.
Is that rugby?
Yeah.
Right. Get Pie
out. Get Pie out. Pushes his teeth with cheddar cheese.
He might come on your podcast if you asked him. Pie Face.
Who's Pie Face?
He's like a YouTuber, isn't he?
I'll slap Pie Face. Get him on.
He plays in that that game at Old Trafford.
Oh right. No,
plays
but
in all that crap.
These YouTubes are a bit sensitive. I mean, that Callum Fowler's blocked me. He wouldn't debate me. So I made a video about him and he started crying. Do you know what I mean? They can't deal with me, these people. They can try and abuse me, but when I come back, I like make them cry and they don't ever come back again. It's quite funny. But thank you everyone for watching. Like I said, if you want to come on the live on Saturday, just follow the link. You don't need any special equipment. You just need a camera phone. Show your camera on it so we can see that you're not just a random no face. And we'll have you on, give you views. Friday night is the FPL show. I think Tom usually appears on that as well. So
I do, yeah. Sometimes.
If you're a Tom fan, I'm not sure if them out there, but if there is out there, Tom's on that, so you can catch him on.
Yeah, all the ladies.
So all the ladies, one for the ladies or lady boys, I'm not sure.
Not fussy. No.
He's not fussy. He's at that age now where it's just
any rides, whatever. Go on, ladies.
Yeah. So if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. please click the notification. That'll inform you when we are going live as well. And I'm just going to finish on, I know it's hard, Rotherham fans. I know it's been difficult and it does affect your mental health, but don't let these antagonizers try to antagonize you. I have gone through the stage now of starting to block people, which I never thought I would do actually. But actually, when they bring in no relevance and just abuse, calling people names, it just gets to a point where you think, I ain't got time to deal with these idiots. So I just block. Same with you, Rotherham fans. People are going to try and antagonize you into saying, oh, Matt, some of them don't even believe it, mate. They just want to get a rise from you. We're at its lowest point. It's pretty sick that people want to antagonize you when your club is in such a mess. But there is people there. Yeah, so all I'm going to say is up the Millers, and hopefully Saturday we're going to be talking about a victory. But we'll see. Have the faith. Nobody's predicted it though tonight. So maybe it might happen.
You never know. Up the Millers.
Never know. Up the Millers anyway. Good evening, guys.